It's our fair part show. It's our fair part show. It's our fair part show. It's our fair part show.
Hiya, Liam here. No business, Ben.
Hello there, no business, no ailments, feeling well.
Bell.
Hello, present, no business, because we'll go straight into it, no tidbits, and no ailments.
Andy.
Okay.
Present.
Tina. Not here, Scud.
Yeah, present, no business, one ailment. I've got a bit of a scratchy throat today.
And Jack.
Yeah.
The feeling as a listener you just got there with Liam rushing through it is how it feels at the end of a show when Liam rushes off. Similar vibe. It was like, whoa, that was
Now,
quick.
I haven't rushed off in a little while, except for that time I had some chicken in the oven that needed to be attended
Oh, that
to.
was so funny. Because what time did you say that to us? It was like
Oh,
7:30.
yeah, so Sarah, she had gone to bed, and I said, oh, could you put some chicken in the oven? She was like, it'll burn. I was like, I'll be home in time. It's fine. And then,
like,
it was getting
during the
very
show-
close to the...
Yeah, but the way you said it, it was like we were recording stuff and doing stuff, and Liam's like, I hate to say this, but I got Sarah to put some chicken in the oven, and I got to be home.
Well,
at 8.
Belle, the alternative would be the house would catch on fire, my wife and dog would die. So... And
Wouldn't the alternative be you just put the chicken in the oven when you get home?
Yeah.
And the other alternative would be you put it on really low.
Maybe invest in
those
like a
things
slow
wouldn't work.
cooker.
Those things would work. No.
Yeah.
Or you
no,
put
I
a timer on the
No,
oven.
but the chicken was already in the oven, so if I didn't get back in time, it could have caused a fire and destroyed everything I loved, you know? So that's...
You couldn't just turn it off, though, and when you get home, you just turn it back on?
No, because she was asleep already. So there was chicken in the oven whilst she was asleep.
I don't think you're
she didn't
giving
put it in
Sarah
while
enough
she was
credit.
asleep.
Yeah.
So why did she put it in when she was going to bed then if you weren't going to be home?
Why don't you just put it in when you get home?
But then
Seems
it'd be
like you
another-
text her to say I'm going to be home real soon.
Yeah.
Put that chicken in the oven.
It'd be
Hey
another,
guys, should
like,
we replay some stuff? You know,
it'd be another like 40 minutes. I'd be starving by that time.
It seems like you put everyone else's life on the line for you to have dinner 40 minutes earlier.
Yeah.
At risk of burning the house down, you want that chicken
And
on.
look, I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for a huge influx of scripts that night for some reason.
Yeah, what?
There was a
Your
lot of
job?
ads. A lot of ads for
Were
some
they
reason.
live reads?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh well, then that's cash. So come
Yeah, I
on.
know.
mate.
Well, I would have needed a lot of cash if I needed to
Talent
bloody buy a new
behaviour.
kitchen and a spare bedroom because it's burnt down. So
Spare bedrooms.
Question. It is Wednesquay. Alpha Squatters have their say. What will Tina eat today? Did Liam slay? Is Jack okay? And what game will Ben play? These quays are up. Post them online on Wednesquay. These quays are up. Post them online on Wednesquay.
I got a little question. What's the lyric there, Andy? These quays are
These quays are up.
These quays are ours.
Them
Yeah,
online.
it's what Scott is saying.
What is it?
These quays are ours.
Yep.
I thought you were saying these quays are up, post them online.
No.
on
I just thought it was
Wednesquay.
these quays are
Well, do you know
It's
the?
Friquay.
Have you ever heard the
No.
song? You've never heard the
No,
song.
I don't know what song you're doing for
You
that.
should
but
play it, Ben. You should play it. You might have to play it on
What
YouTube.
do I search?
Go on YouTube and play the Happy Days theme.
I was
Have
Have
singing,
you heard it?
Yeah. I was singing the Wednesquay intro the other day. I was just like literally in the kitchen, and I was like, "These quays are right." And I was like, "Wow, that it's an earworm."
Yeah.
And also the first line is questions in. It's Wednesquay.
Oh, here we go.
No, it's questions. It is Wednesquay.
This is the
Is-
Fonz, right? Happy Days.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock.
Later
This
season,
is-
Sarah. Later season.
This is season 1.
Yeah,
Season
we're on
one,
to
they
season-
just used-
season 2 on.
Rocking around the clock.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Is it? This is entirely a Bing problem, Sarah. I reckon.
Why do you always use Bing Ben?
I
love it. It's a great bit.
In my defense, Bing is installed on this computer.
It's
But
installed
you
on
could
every
just
computer.
Also
yeah.
use
Every
Google.
every Windows computer
Yeah.
has Bing as a
Yeah,
default.
yeah.
We should have a quiet word to take to uninstall Bing.
Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. The weekend comes, my cycle hums, ready to race to you. These days are
You never heard this before?
What are they
So what
saying?
do they say?
These
Yeah.
days are
ours.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Right.
I am anchoring for a second verse to the Wednesquay thing. Right there.
Was Ron Howard in it?
Yeah.
Director
that's right.
Ron Howard.
Yeah.
And his daughter is in the Star Wars universe, and she's also one of the directors.
I tell you what, if you watch the show,
Bryce
Ben,
Dallas Howard.
Had it say what did... Oh, yeah.
if you watch the show, you wish you were alive in the 50s. It looks like a
I
very
already
cool
do.
time to live.
Was it made in the
not sure.
70s about the 50s?
Yes.
So it's like the 70s version of that 70s show.
Yeah, so the 90s made the
Absolutely.
70s, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Grease was also made in the 50s. There was a lot of 50s
Imagine,
nostalgia.
Like, be
in
like
the
a that 2010s show when we're like a
Yeah.
bit older, and it's like,
Yeah.
hey, I just been planking all day. What are you doing? Like, you know.
Jack and I were talking about this today, how it's more and more now starting to see 90s
It's the 30-year
chic
cycle.
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, in the 2010s, all of the content was being made by the people that were nostalgic about the 80s, like
Stranger
Stranger
Things.
Things mainly. And it's now starting to become the 90s, the more stuff getting made, because the people that are making it were
We're
growing
old
up then.
now.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into some quays.
Yeah, first quay comes. Oh yeah. Just quickly, if you want to submit a quay, Alpha Squad, the Facebook group is where you do it.
Ben Lehman Bell's Alpha Squad.
Nathan has asked, what shampoo does Scudder use?
Good question. I actually have so shampoo. I have some men's Head and Shoulders because every now and then I get a little bit of the dandruff. Not that you can tell because I use Head and Shoulders. And that's not a plug. Conditioner.
Not a hair plug.
Conditioner at the moment. I've got some Matrix conditioner specifically for curly hair.
Whoa.
But otherwise, if I run out of that, I just use what my wife has on the
I
floor
don't
of the
use
shower.
conditioner. Never have.
I never used to. And
Yeah.
then when I started growing my hair out, it was all dry and frizzy and
Yeah,
gross.
when you have longer hair.
Yeah, you really need to
you
when you have
do,
long hair.
yeah.
Do you put any product in your hair, Scudder?
Yeah, sometimes, especially when it gets longer and it's a windy day outside. I need
What kind of product do you put in?
to. Matrix as well. It's called. It's.
Is it like a pomade or a gel or?
It's like Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. So I've got this.
John
this stuff
Wick.
on the Body Shop. It's Jamaican castor oil.
Jamaican castor
Yeah,
oil.
and you just grab a handful of that. Otherwise, there is this Matrix stuff. It's called A Curl Can Dream. So it's obviously marketed for the.
Yeah.
Girls
Female
just want to have
market.
fun.
Yeah, nice.
That's it.
Um,
But it worked.
Scudder, is the Matrix brand, is that like green and black branding?
It's black and whatever color, like the curly one,
Yeah, I
is,
know that one.
is yellow, and then there's a frizz one which is blue, and yeah.
Do you put a product in your hair, Liam?
Yeah, I
What is
use. I don't know. The barber I go to is Saint Domain. They just hoof their own shit. So I just,
Is it the little? Is it the powder?
No, it's like a. I don't know. It's like a matte sort of thing. I don't know. Yeah, if I've had a haircut, I don't put stuff in it for a while. But then after like 2 weeks, it's just like you need to put a little bit of
It needs to
something.
set a bit. 'cause
Yeah,
otherwise
yeah,
it,
yeah.
it flattens. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Jack? I mean, you've got a shaved head, Bill.
Well, yeah,
What's your routine?
Yeah, I used to when I had a buffy blonde bleached hair, but yeah, no, just
You should have
nothing.
seen my routine when I met these guys. The hair straighteners, the whole work. Dude, I was working overtime. Took me a
Remember that
long
time-
time, especially doing breakfast radio. Had to heat those straighteners up pretty early. Gee whiz.
the famous
It's
photo of
honestly,
Scudder with his straightened hair.
Yeah.
The first week of working with you guys was so funny to me.
Why's
I
that?
learned so much.
Because you were listening to the show.
No, I just remember like the first
These guys
time.
are so good.
The first time Liam sat over the rubbish, like the bin, and was brushing his teeth, pre-show,
Well, I
like
was
at the
too busy
desk.
straightening my hair at home. I needed to
Yeah,
get
no,
to
you
work.
weren't, because then we'd go en route to the studio, and Liam stopped in the mirror, like near the studio, and he'd be like doing his little sideburns, straightening a bit.
Shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, this is...
When did he take the chicken out of the oven? Bloody hell. There's no time for anything.
When I first met Jack, he had hair down to his belly button almost.
Oh, not that long. It
It
was
was very
just
long.
past my shoulders.
Wow.
Yeah.
In the
Really?
Thrasher sort of rock phase.
And nice and straight.
I can't imagine that.
Well, hang on. I guess
You
I'll get
gotta-
up a bit.
sorry for
Oh,
derailing.
I think I've seen the
You have
photo of
to
you with the
find a
man
photo now.
bun.
Yeah, that was around the same time.
Yeah, right, while you're getting that up, let's move on to the next quay.
Slow episode today, isn't it?
Jesus.
One quay in 9 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Let's
You
speed it
wanted
up.
to do a circle of what people use.
We
that
got
wasn't the
we got
question.
4.5 minutes before we need to be done.
Kurt wanted to know
It was
what
more of a
was in
semicircle because no one asked me.
Andy's toasty.
Huh?
What was in your toasty that time?
Ham and cheese.
Oh, easy.
There you
Next
go.
one.
Nice. Kurt also wanted to know, is that Scudder doing the backup with the fur vocals on the Brownlow intro?
One question per person.
Well spotted. And I won't answer that because he's already
Yeah, and I think that's completely fair, Scud, and I'm glad you stuck to that.
Yeah. One. It's
dare you.
definitely one quay per
Kurt,
episode.
yeah,
Fine.
it's actually disrespectful.
It is
You-
Kurt, thank you.
Okay, Matt has asked, when will you update the meme/conspiracy iceberg?
Yeah, we got to get around to
I
that.
talk about it all the time.
Yeah, I'll do it in a couple of weeks.
Every couple of days, we'll like add that to the iceberg.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's not an answer.
Motoring
though.
through
Are we
these.
gonna-
No, they're
are we gonna-
motoring through
Are
it.
we going to update it?
Well, Jack might get around to it, or Andy will do it in a couple of weeks.
Okay, right. All right,
I like
Jacob
that.
wanted to
That's good.
ask, does Nova own the Ben J. Harvey Twitch channel now, or is it completely
good
separate from the show?
Oh, that'd be a bit of a grey area, I reckon.
It would be a grey
It
area,
would
wouldn't
be
it?
a real grey area.
While we get viewed by 20 people a night, I think
they wouldn't
it's
care
Ben
less.
Harvey's.
Absolutely, I think you hit the nail on the head. If it got any sort of traction whatsoever, it knows
It's
snap it up.
actually about 120. They just don't all view at once.
Yeah.
We start doing ninja numbers, I think we would see creative control disappear pretty quickly.
Yeah. So as it stands currently, me. If it gets successful, it'll be Nova.
All right, question from Peter. Question from me. He said, are you still going to your brother's wedding in Italy? No, I'm not. I'm poor. All right, Ethan said, will Ben ever bring his saxophone skills back on air? One of the funniest breaks to date.
That's an old one.
I remember the
sax
visual.
man.
Was there a radio break for that?
Yeah, 'cause we had the guy, like someone who was really good at sax. We had him come into the studio.
Was the bit that we just told everyone that I could play saxophone? Was that the bit?
Yeah, I think so.
No, you wanted to take up saxophone or something.
Was that the bit?
Yeah, because then
Oh.
I had to go pay $400 to
No,
hire
because
a
wasn't it when
saxophone.
I was
Sophonicist. Yeah.
No, it was when I was DJ LimeWire and Ben was like the sax man, and we did that gross photo shoot. Where he had like gloves and like those
Yeah.
wraparound sunnies and like
Yeah.
a fedora,
Yeah.
and he was sort of holding the sax in a
Yes.
phallic sort of way.
Yeah.
And there's a great
I remember the visual. The video was
Us walking out the
me
lift.
playing it in the studio, and then the other guy who was actually playing kind of like walked into the shot, and I'm like shooing him out.
yeah.
I vividly remember the first time I watched
Yeah.
that, and it got me.
Yeah.
good one.
Hang on, Ben is. Oh, I'm a foot. You know?
I don't
Yeah.
even really know where a lot of those ideas came from.
not-
At
That
the
was
time,
around the same time that you suddenly, for some reason, were karate chopping a block. And
yeah, that's right. Yeah, I did. I wanted. Yeah, that's right. I was like karate chopping watermelons and
Pencils.
stuff
No,
at home.
it started with pencils,
I
right?
because I thought I could. I tried to do it on a watermelon at home. And I actually really hurt my wrist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
so
were
I'd
just like
say-
that sort of era of the show was just like us doing things. Yeah, like let's fight each other. I play the saxophone now.
Yeah,
I'm a DJ.
yeah.
I can karate chop.
Very
someone.
ADHD radio.
Pretty much. It's just
Yeah,
great
but
stuff.
you
not
know
any
why?
boss to say don't do that.
Yeah.
It's because if we went a week without a mini arc, you guys would have a conniption. So it was like
Yeah.
every week.
We
it
did
was
that
like,
thing where-
Ben was like, I want to plaster both my
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. No, that one I remember. The premise of that was I never got to have a cast on my body when I was a kid. And Liam made a good point. He said, yeah, I was always jealous of kids that had casts.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, me too. And then Liam said, well, you know, it'd be really cool if you had your arms in 2 casts. So we went... So I think we did a call out. I think we said, can anyone put my arm in a cast? And then a
Got
doctor
doubled
called
up.
up.
No, I had to.
How did
I
you press
reached
the
out.
buttons?
I reached out to a hospital and they were like, we have things to do. And I said, yeah, but
Well,
can we come in and have a
I-
guy who with no injuries get both arms
I
plastered?
can't remember if we talked about this or not, but I got both my arms in casts, and it was around the era of dabbing. So I got one in a straight cast
Oh, quality.
and one in a bent. So I was in a constant dabbing motion. But what happened was when he was doing the cast, he said, "Oh, the reason when you see people in cast, their arms on 90-degree angles, that's your arm at a resting position. If you have it out straight, blood will be pumping in it, and it will swell up, and it will hurt." And I said, I'll be fine. Wrap it up, doc." And they did it. And I remember getting home about 12 hours later, and my arm was throbbing.
Did you have to kind of like get into a position where your arm was above your head, so
No,
it would like
then-
float
it was
down?
a secret.
And then what I did was I just got like garden shears, like pruners, and I cut the cast off myself. But I did it quite neatly, so I took the cast off overnight. And the next day, going back to work, I put it back on, and I put it, and so basically,
You were
like
none the wiser.
I was
And
doing,
who
I was
didn't
doing
know?
like 12-hour shifts.
I didn't know.
No one knew except for me
Only
and Bell.
after Ben was like, hey, I actually took it
Took
off.
it
And I was
off
like,
'cause
what?
it was healing
And
me.
once again, how did you press buttons with a dab cast?
I guess I was just kind of doing it like this.
That's wild,
It
dude.
doesn't. Even to this day, I remember we did got a bit of pushback on that, and I was like, why? Like, it's funny. Like, why not? And now I think about it, I'm like, what is that?
Like, I like the idea.
we also
that, yeah.
I really wanted Andrew Gay's shoes, and then the guys got me some Andrew Gay's shoes, and then we had that whole thing where we went out and shot hoops with Andrew Gay's. And
Yeah, you're doing like sprinting and stuff.
Yeah, that's
and-
right.
'cause your whole thing was it made you faster.
Yeah. So I would we would do like this whole thing on the show where it was like I would run 100 meters with my normal shoes, and then I'd do it at the Gazers, and I'd just try a bit harder, and I'd always get like a better time, and it was like, dude, these shoes are incredible, and like, but I literally would.
And then-
I mean, I knew what I was doing, but I would like do all these tests and be like, oh, this is nuts that it's working, but I'll just try harder.
Yeah.
Like power
In the
band
shoes.
bracelets.
Yeah.
Power
And
balance.
then,
Yeah.
and then
So
there was
dumb.
like, was it Sydney Kings was his team?
Yes.
Yeah, and then you were like, all right, we're gonna go shoot hoops, and then so it was like,
There was
hello,
also that-
Andrew Gaze, can we please go and shoot hoops? Because Liam's bought one pair of your shoes, and then there was that other thing where we rocked up early, like pre 4:30 a.m. so you could drop Tim Tams into each other's mouths.
Yes, we
over
were
the
trying to
balcony.
do
Dude,
like
that was a great video.
we did like so. I dropped a Tim Tam into Ben's mouth from like 6 stories or something.
Yeah, no, it was from Triple J. So it was
4 stories.
Didn't we start at level 1 and we went up and up and up
Yeah.
and went? And no, maybe you're right. Maybe it was the 6th story was the top of Triple J. It was the top of the
And
ABC.
the Tams were coming in pretty
yeah,
hot. by
and
that
so
point, you know?
Liam was dropping them, or we took it in turns. We were dropping them, and the other person was laying on the floor 6 stories below.
We did it before
and
the
you had
show,
to
so no one was
catch it.
around.
Yeah, but we had to do it at 4 a.m. when no one was around telling us off, and we'll catch him in our mouths.
What's the terminal velocity of a Tim Tam?
Yeah, it's one of those ones that hit your
Imagine
teeth would break.
Yeah.
All
Imagine
right,
calling one of them to the eye.
One more quote.
Okay, Quay from Craig. Between Scudder and Jack's skills, can you make an 80s sitcom intro video of the whole crew?
Probably.
We've done that. We've done that. Not
have,
with this
but not
current
with this-
format
yeah.
team.
Do you
We
know what
it
I
in
did?
Over Adelaide.
Do you know what I did want to make? And Scudder, I stand by if we actually do want to do this, and it's kind of pointless. But I wanted to do a serious trailer for our band, for Band Hero,
That'd
going
be
on
cool.
tour.
I would like that.
That's
Absolutely.
cool.
I would like
Absolutely.
That's
So
very
I've
cool.
actually already been looking up templates, etc. But Liam,
Sorry, I've just gone back through. I thought I remembered we had it as a story highlight, and we did. So from February 2019. So the reason we were doing this Tim Tam thing is because we're trying to get a thing going called creative snack munching, and it never really caught on. So we
Sounds
wanted
a fun bit.
It was like we wanted Australia to
Yeah.
eat snacks creatively. And,
like that.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's like we started with like the table.
I from the table. Dropping a Tim Tam into my mouth. This is level 1.
That was actually pretty close.
Oh, you hear the
My
tooth.
tooth. Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Dude, that
This is
Tim
still
Tam
up on
just
our-
shattered
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Impact. Yeah, it's still up on our Ben Lehman Bell Instagram.
Still there.
highlights.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ben wearing a Good Dogs t-shirt.
Yeah.
Dates it.
Ready?
I'm wearing an Adrian Eagle t-shirt. We love Australian. Did that hit me in the throat?
Yeah, do you know
man,
why?
that
They were all
tan
those
just-
t-shirts you got for free.
Yeah, we got a lot of free
Here we
t-shirts.
go. This is us getting it. Dropping into Liam's
Last one.
mouth.
Slow-mo, is it? It didn't work.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
what a
that
dick
was
tease.
anticlimactic.
Sorry. Now I'm just going through our story highlights from like 2018. Do you remember your birthday, Ben?
Yeah, you came in as John Marston, didn't you? Arthur Morgan.
Yeah, because you were playing Red Dead at the time.
Main character from Red Dead Redemption 2, Ben's favorite PlayStation game. I heard we got a birthday boy in the room.
He loved it. Yeah, okay. That's not great podcasting.
No, that's not. That's not. That's just me showing you Instagram stories
But it's
from
all on the
2018.
Insta
That I'm
story,
in.
so...
that you're in. Yeah,
I was
that,
there for.
Didn't
You
I?
lived it.
How many? I swear we did that like 5 times. I came
You kept coming in. It always tickled me.
because I was like, well, shit. If it isn't my favorite birthday boy,
And the thing
Ben.
I like about that was you were doing it because you found it funny that I was super into this cowboy game, and you found that funny. But then you eventually did
Yeah, I
play
did.
it. 'cause I was
did.
telling you, you got to play it, and then you fell in love with it as well.
Red Dead was great. Red Dead 2 is the last proper game I played, actually.
Yeah, you brought
God
it into
bless.
the studio. You brought your
Yeah, that's right.
PlayStation or something, and then you played it on the.
Yeah, 'cause people said,
thing.
"What do you do during the songs?" And then we were like, "Playing
Oh,
PlayStation."
that's right. It's
I
from their
remember that.
video.
Yeah.
Hey, well, good little
Good
Friquay.
stuff. Yeah.
We're back live doing shows on Monday. See you
Yeah.
there.